All right, guys, apologies for the delay. Xbox One sucks sometimes, but we're in, and we're ready to party. I'm just kidding. I'm a noob and don't know how to work a console. My friend Benson, are you on the phone and did you get in?
I am, in fact, on the telephone, but I did not get into broadcaster, I don't think. I'm not too sure. They started the game without me because, you know, they don't like me, apparently.
Well, I have good news.
You're in broadcaster?
You don't get to fix that at the half either because it is now just one game. No resetting of domination. They're going to do the math for us. I am in broadcaster mode, but I'll tell you the team I'm trying to follow so you can follow along. I'm going to be watching FaZe Black off the get-go. This team is number 4 overall in the COD League. They're looking to catch Optic Gaming, who is ahead of them by just 6% win ratio. Optic is at 11-5. FaZe Black currently 10-6. So this match would put them at 11-6, right there with them. Envy 16-6, and Evil Geniuses now 10-3, pretty far ahead. Who you want to watch from FaZe Black though?
I was actually on team. I can change team. I'll go on to FaZe Black. Let me have a look. See who is using what. Sensor's actually gone for the Bison. That's an interesting start. I'm surprised to see that, but hey, maybe he just feels more comfortable with it. I want to see Sensor. I really do. I want to see if he can make work of this Bison.
This might be his test game too. I wonder if they've even warmed up with this, or if he's just saying, hey, it used to be awesome pre-nerf. I've got multiple classes. Might as well get it a chance. So off the break, you're going to see just one player on A here for FaZe Black. Sensor on your screen is going to be challenging a player in the back already. Getting hit markers. Teammate Formal will clean up that kill. And now it looks like just one down for TK. One player on B. Everyone else is going to be set up to spawn trap. They do have to keep eyes on the one player behind enemy lines. I believe that's actually Sharp.
I'm still waiting for Sensor to really get into a proper gunfight with that. Didn't happen though. Dido, he's obviously on that B flag. He's just trying to slay around. TK getting a couple of players down. And obviously it is FaZe who do have that A-B control, so it's looking pretty good for them off the break.
B going to be contested for the moment. In comes Sensor for a second assist. Still looking for those kills. You got 3 and 1 out of Formal, 3 and 1 out of Dido though, and Formal continues to add in some kills. Sensor, he's the objective man though, and we're going to see this time and time again from him as he's going to try and rotate around to the back of the map. This time does not work out for him. Dido though, now on my screen, Ben, he's one of my favorite ARs to watch. He's right up there with Proofy, Clayster, and those guys when it comes to just raw gun skill. And I love seeing him with a Remington on Octane.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, he's just one of the most naturally talented players, I think, on the pro circuit right now. He's been proving himself time and time again at events, and really good to see him now in a solid lineup he feels really comfortable in. His current score is 3-3, you know, but he's been getting a couple of important kills, and obviously that one cap on that B flag, so doing his fair share of work, and it is FaZe who are in complete control of this game right now, Puckett.
Yeah, you got Formal now 7-4, Saints 6-4, and I believe this is Formal's host, so Saints on my screen now. He's got the hybrid scope, just going to be watching Pawn. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep Formal lit up on our mini-map. He's going to be working with Sensor over at that C flag. Everyone trapped in Pawn. This is exactly what FaZe Black was trying to set up. Unfortunately, both Formal and Sensor fall. Saints answering back Bison kill after Bison kill here. And Dido will be last man standing in the middle of the map to protect.
Oh. Still just having a browse around. This is just good hold coming in from FaZe. TK have just not been able to get close to that B flag, and it's just come down to Dido just pretty much sat on the B flag and just been killing everything that's come his way. He's 8-4 right now as it stands. Finally, he does go down, and this is TK's first real opportunity to try and cap this B flag with a couple of players down. It's going to come down to Formal to try and go big on the defensive side.
He got 2. Here comes Saints for the 4th. Both players picking up 2 pieces. Saints immediately resecuring B. Nice job by FaZe Black. They've given up a little bit of wiggle room, but never enough for TK to really get a hold of this game. 60-35 with 2 minutes left to go on this first side.
Again, complete control for FaZe at this point. And Formal, he's going on a little mystical adventure. Back broken. He's going to pick up 1 kill there. That was actually on Apathy. And I like this play. He's just going to wait, be very patient, see if anyone's going to go for the challenge. He's already managed to shut down 2 TK players. He knows they're not going to go for the B. Please don't do this. Oh, my turn on Goonjar. He's going to feel real bad about that one. And, you know, you said you think it may be Formal's host. I hope after that it is his host.
Yeah, that was a, you know, they say you can't two-shot anymore in this game. That looked like one to me. Full health Goonjar just got melted. Saints on my screen now with the Remington. Does he see the 2 players on B? He's going to know it now as the B flag turns orange. And he's just going to rotate over here to see. I like this heads-up play. He's got a teammate with him as well. That's Sensor. If Saints can slay, Sensor's definitely got this C cap with him, and they're going to keep AC control. Everyone from TK flooding over to A. This will allow them to push back out in B. And FaZe Black doing a nice job rotating around the map, but most importantly, they're outslaying their opponents here on the first side.
I was just about to mention that, Puckett. Look at that kill column. 12 kills for Saints, 16 for Formal, 15 for Dido. Sensor has 4 kills, but it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. He has those 2 caps. We saw him at the start of the game. He didn't pick up a kill for probably, what, the first minute and a half. He was just roaming around with that Bison. He didn't really have anything to do because his teammates were just slaying down. And again, that's where this new sort of meta of the teams getting those 3 slayers. When you play against an old school kind of team who, you know, maybe have like a couple players playing OBJ and maybe 2 that will slay, you're just going to get absolutely destroyed. And that's what we've seen in this first side so far.
Nice shots from all members of FaZe Black so far. As you mentioned, Sensor, the only one negative. Everyone else at least +6 at this point in the game. Saints, he's finally going to fall. On the other side, the 2 bright players, it really seems to be Goonjar and Apathy. Apathy trying to get top pawn position at the end, but that's just too little too late. 107 to 57 here on the first side for FaZe Black.
Okay, do you want to go ahead and write down the score? Oh, wait, we don't have
to. It carries over.
Oh, God, I'm so happy about that.
And you know what's even better? There's no 71-second respawn timer. Hey-o!
Oh, it makes me feel so good. And then players, you know, they have to continue on. They have that momentum. So without that break, I'm not thinking, well, it's a 50-point lead. I don't think we're going to see a comeback at all. I'm pretty sure we can, you know, just go make yourself a nice cup of tea or some crumpets, whatever you want to do. And
I don't even know how to build a crumpet.
You don't. One does not build a crumpet, Puckett. you put it in the toaster. You put some nice butter and some jam on it, and you're happy. Happy days.
Is a crumpet just a piece of toast?
It's like an elaborate piece of toast. It's like a soft and squishy piece of toast. It's amazing. You'd love them. I'm sending you some. I'm gonna send you some. That's
one day I'll eat crumpets. In the meantime, I'm just gonna cast Call of Duty. I'm on board with TK off the start, trying to tell the comeback story. As you mentioned, though, 50+ points, so difficult to come back on. You can see 115 to 64 already FaZe Black with map control. Only a matter of time before they jump on B. And Saints pushing over on A, going to keep A neutralized. You're going to have Formal on B now. CB control. They've got their opponents trapped in the motel. This is just a blowout here on Octane.
So to put it into perspective, right now, Saints, Formal, and Dido alone have more kills than all of TK combined. You don't even need to include Sensor. So at the minute, it's kind of like a 3v4. But you got 3 players plus 20 kills with, what, 6.5 minutes played? That's just phenomenal slaying. And the reason that they're getting such high numbers is because of the way they're just spread out around the outside of the map and pinning down TK in those spawns. You know, we've seen a couple of players push up and really go for those spawn traps. Formal, obviously, at that bottom broken side, did such a good job. And there's just no reply from TK at this point. And if I'm them, I'm thinking about that S&D now.
I'm watching Dido just kill people with grenades. Nice bank nade there. You got Sensor going for A. Meanwhile, his teammates will clean C up. So this would be a 3 cap if he can secure it. Shots do come in from Sharp just in time. It was neutralized, however, and Dido getting in position. Top pawn here, trying to stop A from being taken back. Looking at the score, it was a 50-point differential. Now 70-point lead here for FaZe Black.
This is getting a little bit out of hand now. For TK, they need to just try and mix things up. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to change team and get onto the TK lineup. I want to see what it is they're running. Sharp with the assault rifle, Neslo with the assault rifle, Apathy with, is that the Vector I think he's using? I think it is. I'm not entirely sure what the last player was using, but in terms of these guys with the ARs, you just need to be picking up more. In fact, Goonjar's using an SMG. Is that right? Goonjar's using an MTAR. That's surprising.
The Goon.
I would have personally liked to have seen Goon with a Remington in his hand, maybe Neslo the SMG player, especially on a map like this, because, I mean, we all know what Goonjar's AR accuracy can be like, so maybe, again, TK is just trying something out, and maybe it just hasn't worked.
Apathy had the 3-piece lined up, picks up 2. Formal last man standing, finally falls. for FaZe Black, 84-164. You're going to need a 3-cap for both minutes here if you want to come back for TK. Now, though, it's really just about playing for pride and trying to get your gun warmed up before S&D.
Right. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Even a trip cap at this point, I don't even think would be mathematically possible. So FaZe can just sit back, relax, know they have that game 1 under their belt, and that's gonna be big momentum for them going into that search and destroy because they are must-win games. As you said, FaZe have a couple of teams really hot on their heels in COD League, and this is a day where they need to go 3-0.
And how often can we call it mathematically impossible with still 2 minutes of the 10 to go?
Yes.
Impressive stuff here from FaZe Black. And you said, they can sit back and relax. I've been looking at this scoreboard, and I think it's a little internal battle between Formal, Dito, and Saints to see who can finish on top. Formal has passed the other 2 players now with 32. He's only got 20 deaths as well, so plus 12 for him, plus 10, and plus 12 for his teammates.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just who's going to drop the most amount of kills, and that's going to be a tad demoralizing for TK when they look at the scoreboard at the end of this game. As we go into the last 50 seconds, are we going to see a 200-point club? That's definitely looking how it could be. I mean, TK still only controlling just that one flag at this point, and I don't know what it is. They just haven't looked. Again, it is what I was talking to you about before the game. They just don't look as if they're gelling. It's just looks like a group of individuals, really. I mean, as I said, Goon using a SMG on this map surprises me quite a bit. I mean, I would personally love to see him use a Remington because I know how just fantastically accurate he is with that gun.
Right, and we've heard stories in the past of how difficult it is to win on Formal's host from the West Coast, but his teammates aren't having any issue keeping up with him.
That's the thing. I mean, you can claim host as much as you want, and obviously host is going to be a factor. I guess it is online, but still, I mean, you shouldn't have over 100-point differential in a game of domination. 2 of the best teams in the world right now. Like that just shouldn't happen.
Wow, 210 to 107 here from FaZe Black. 34-24 performance by Formal. Sensor 13 and 22 with the 5 captures was doing the dirty work, and Saint actually got the most captures in the game, tied with Goonjar for 6. Both players fighting for B. Big game out of Saints, Formal, and Dito. FaZe Black, first one is in the books. We're going to game number 2, Search and Destroy. This is a game mode that we've seen TK have a bit more success in. They were able to take 2 searches of their 3 matches last night. What do you think the chances are they can tie this up, Benson?
TK, Search and Destroy, definitely 2 things that go very well. Neslo, fantastic at S&D player, so I would be looking for them to try and make a comeback here. The only question is, can they forget about what's just happened to them? Because that was just not nice at all. I mean, to try and just forget about such a big differential is going to be very, very tough. But that's what, obviously, these guys are professional players. They know that they have to do that if they want to have a chance of winning. And again, must-win games for TK as well, so they really need to come out strong on the S&D.
All right, I'm writing down these stats before the commercial break. Strong stuff from all FaZe Black players. Guys, we're going to a quick commercial break. When we return, Game 2 in the best of 5 here on the Scuf Gaming Showdown. We'll return with Search and Destroy.